Hi, everybody. Welcome to Let's Get Down to Business. I'm Carrie Gatto from Keller Williams Realty, and today I'm interviewing Debbie Brosnan, the owner of the Effortless Kitchen. Hey, Debbie, how are
Hello.
you?
Good. How are you, Carrie? Thanks for having me.
I'm doing so well. Yeah, I'm so excited to interview you today. Can you kick us off by describing your business?
Yeah. So my business is called the Effortless Kitchen. I am a virtual cooking class instructor. And that business was born out of COVID, out of the necessity of what am I making for dinner every night. And it really turned into a business organically where I have live classes on Saturdays and I have recorded classes offered on my website for people who can't make them live. And then I also do private events and I do corporate events. My corporate events are great for team building, for client appreciation, and I also do not-for-profit fundraising. So that's the core part of my business is
Amazing.
all through virtual cooking classes.
Amazing. And are you okay? So I was going to say, are the corporate events in person at this point or is still virtual?
They're all virtual right now. I'm really targeting companies who are looking for virtual events, whether it's because they're geographically spread out or they just prefer to go that route. If I found a location, an office space that had a commercial kitchen space that would be conducive to an in-person event, I'd be open to it. But more often than not, the companies that want to hire me don't have the space for it.
Yeah,
So we're still virtual.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
And what inspired you to start your business?
So I have always wanted to have a food business, probably since I was 17 and didn't do anything about it for a very long time, not knowing what I wanted to do around food and thinking about traditional ways of being a restaurant chef or maybe a nutritionist or having a product. And none of those really appealed to me. And then I just decided to jump in. It did it in 2019. I was a personal chef and I was cooking in clients' homes and making their weekly dinners. I really just wanted to help people make healthy, easy to heat up meals as well, especially because I was making them in advance for the clients for the week. And with COVID, with the shutdown of my business and with COVID and having everybody not knowing what to make every night or every day for every meal in their home during like the lockdown portion, it was really just me posting videos of what I was making for dinner on Facebook that started this business.
Wow.
So people were bored. What are you making? This is what I'm making. And then it organically turned into this business of teaching people virtually how to cook in their own homes. And what I really love about it is that my business before was a done for you service. Now I'm empowering people to do it for themselves, which I think leads to healthier habits. Like I'm really focused on whole foods, healthier eating. And when you make your own food, you know exactly what's in it so that you're making healthier choices. And that's what it's about. And I love teaching kids that as well. So I find the easier the better though, so that people will repeat it.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I think you do such a great job with accessibility, like even in terms of signing up for your classes, your website is beautiful, and
Thank you.
the classes and the recipes are so appealing and enticing and yet accessible. So,
Thank you. Yeah, I try to keep a variety of things to appeal to different people, but
hmm
nothing too complex.
hmm
Yeah. Keep it fresh and exciting.
yes, definitely. And you just got back, speaking of fresh and exciting, from Napa on a culinary retreat.
I
Oh,
did. My Napa Culinary Retreat was incredible. So it was my first one. I decided over a year ago that I wanted to introduce people to the way I like to travel and explore a region through their food. And Napa is such a great place because of the farm to table dining and obviously the wine. And so I know people know me as the cooking instructor, but this was really about the dining experience and the high end, really exclusive type of experience where We went to wineries that you couldn't just access walking in the door or making an appointment. You had to know somebody. We had a private chef. Like, it was all curated by me, yet in the end, it exceeded my expectations. Like, it was way better than I could have imagined. And I knew every single detail that was going to happen. So I was really pleased. I got some great feedback. I will do it again. But right now, I'm working on a retreat for Italy for the fall. So either end of October, early November of the fall of 2022. And again, it's going to be dining and it's going to be drinking. However, because I've taken a number of cooking classes in Italy and they're so much fun, I want people to experience that too. So we will do some hands-on cooking classes, not led by me. I will take the class as well. We'll do some local touring of different types of foods, like cheese. There's a cheese tour that we'll do, wine, olive oil making. So it's going to be incredible. I'm just nailing down the details now, and then I'll be ready to announce it.
That sounds absolutely amazing. Once in a lifetime experience.
Yeah. Well, I hope to make it, like, for me, I want to make it a regular thing, right? I want to go back year after year after year.
Well, it's a perfect example of making your work your passion and your play.
Yes, tie it all in, right? And then I think that attracts people because I am so passionate about it and so excited about it. And what I found with the retreat in Napa was, when you bring together people who are like-minded, foodies, or just really into travel and dining, you get different perspectives at the table that really add to the whole experience. So everybody brought something a little bit different, yet we were all kind of centered around the food and the wine. So that's another reason why it was better than I thought, because of the group that was involved.
Can't wait to see some pictures and maybe some highlights.
I've been teasing them out. Yeah, I've posted some of them, but I'll have to post more.
Yeah, amazing. So besides Italy, anything else exciting coming up that you wanted to promote?
For my business, no, I have my spring menu is kind of in the kind of beginning of the spring menu. My spring menu goes through the middle of June. So classes are most Saturdays, not every Saturday, because I find that people are traveling and things. So I didn't want to, like, just overload the schedule. So Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, and there's a seasonal menu on my website, which highlights each dish. It also has dietary restrictions on there, so you'll know if you're able to come and do some substitutions. I like to accommodate as much as I can in each of my classes. Just so people know, my classes are full instruction, so not a lot of prep required in advance. I love to teach people how to do things from the very beginning. And I love to help people who feel really uncomfortable in the kitchen. I feel like that's really my market, is helping that person feel really empowered and successful at the end of it, and not feel intimidated coming to a class of mine. And also that person who's in the food rut, because that's basically how my business started, is like, need new ideas in the kitchen. I'm bored of everything I'm making still, even though the world has opened up. Those are the people that I help as well, the food rut people.
Yeah, which is everyone at some time or another.
I mean, I fall into that trap too. Yeah. Like, it's just like easy go to. And then all of a sudden you're like, I cannot eat this dish again.
What is something your clients say they love about your services?
I think what I've heard the most, I've heard a lot of things actually. And first, the biggest surprise to me was that I thought I was just going to be sharing recipes. And in the end, it's really so much more. And so some of the things I've heard is fun, connection. I make it really easy. I give great tips, not only like just chopping and kitchen skills, but also kitchen tools. I don't have an affiliate link for anything that I use, but I share everything that I use. So people are buying it off of Amazon. That's fine. I love to have people have like a well-stocked kitchen for that kind of thing. And inspiration and excitement, like making cooking fun. That's what I've heard.
Wow. That's a great compliment.
Yes, I would say. Yeah. Not like I didn't plan the business. So to hear all of those things, to be the byproduct of what I thought I was doing initially, is even more amazing. It's more rewarding.
Hmm. And speaking of making cooking fun, could you give one small tip about how people at home can make cooking a little less stressful?
Yeah. I actually do a whole signature talk on this, so I will keep it brief. I think being prepared, having some sort of plan, maybe it's just having a few go-to things in your pantry that you know you can pull together a really quick meal, and it's going to be a grain or a starch, and it could be beans, doesn't even have to be a meat heavy meal, something that you can pull together quickly. I find is the easiest thing for people to do. And then also just to do a little bit of meal planning. Maybe you just know one thing you're cooking for the week and get those groceries ready to go and just run through the recipe. Don't be afraid to try new things. Like I have so many things to say about that. That could be a whole other interview.
I like that. Maybe just one meal a week, because when I think of meal planning, I think of having to do like 4 or 5 dishes,
No, and it's
that week.
overwhelming. And honestly, I don't even do that. Like
Yeah.
I'll do it for my clients, but I don't do that personally. I'm more of a what am I inspired by today type of person. I can go to the grocery store every day and be very happy, which I know is not appealing to people. But the overwhelm of having to pick everything and make everything in one day is not what people want to do. So pick one thing. Or if you're like thinking about meal prep, you don't even want to meal prep a whole meal. Just batch prep, like batch cook your grains for the week. Grains freeze really well. So you can do that. Make a huge batch of rice, freeze some, have some in the fridge, roast off some vegetables so that you have like some options of things to throw together.
Great tip.
Yeah.
And lastly, how can people find you and your classes?
So I am theeffortlesskitchen.com. That's my website. And everything is on there. I will be putting my Italy trip up on there right soon, as soon as it's announced. But my classes are on there. I have recorded classes as well. I do have a free offer on there that people might want to take advantage of, especially if anyone's like, I'm intrigued, but kind of not sure what I think about this whole thing. So it's a free recorded class, which means you get the recording and you get the recipe. So at your own leisure, you can take a look and see what I'm about and follow along with me while we cook a potato leek soup and grilled cheese crouton dish. And that's right on my website. That should pop up for you. If you don't see it, just scroll down to the bottom of every page. It's right there just to sign up. But and then Instagram, I post some fun photos. So I'm the Effortless Kitchen by Debbie on Instagram.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Debbie. I really enjoyed talking with you today
Thank
and
you.
hear more about the retreat. And
Thank you.
thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you next time.
Thanks. Bye-bye.